Welcome to How to Retire on Time, a show that answers your questions about all things retirement, including income, taxes, Social Security, healthcare, and more. This show is an extension of the book, How to Retire on Time, which you can grab today on Amazon, or you can go to www.howtoretireontime.com. My name is Mike Decker. I'm the author of the book, How to Retire on Time, but I'm also a licensed financial advisor, insurance agent, and tax professional, which means when it comes to financial topics, we can pretty much talk about it all. Now, that said, please remember this is just a show. Everything you hear should be considered informational, as in not financial advice. If you want personalized financial advice, then request your wealth analysis from my team today by going to www.yourwealthanalysis.com. With me in the studio today is my esteemed colleague, Mr. David Franson. David, thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me here.
David's going to be reading your questions, and I'm going to do my best to answer them. You can send your questions in right now or anytime during the week. Just save this number, 913-363-1234. Text them in, 913-363-1234, or you can email them to heymike@howtoretireontime.com. Let's begin.
Hey, Mike, how do you plan for retirement if you want to live abroad?
Great question.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, if you could live abroad, where would you live?
Costa Rica.
Why Costa Rica?
I visited there once, and the food was great. The people were nice, and it was cheap.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If it were me, it would be southern Mexico, or in the Dominican Republic, there's this place called Casa de Campo. It's incredible. I mean, just pristine. And it'd be nice because I speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's a fun question to entertain because your cost of living typically is less when you move abroad. A lot of concerns about Social Security or the tax ramifications of all that. So here's my general guidance. Start with Social Security and look up the 70 or whatever the countries are that support Social Security if you live there. So if you maintain a United States citizenship and you move to one of the approved countries, you'll be able to maintain your Social Security payments really for life. There's an agreement with these governments and their Social Security, similar programs in ours and all that allows people to live abroad but still collect their payments. I mean, it's cash flow. Why would you want to give that up, right?
Right.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, so you're here, green card, working visa, whatever it might be, and you've worked for 10 years or more, you may qualify for Social Security. In that case, though, you may need to come back to the States every now and then to maintain that payment. So for the non-citizens who qualify, there's some nuance in there, so we want to look into that. But look for these countries. It maintains that cash flow. From there, then you can start to break apart, okay, well, what's the cost of living? What does that look like? Do you need to maintain a physical residence here? And if so, those are the kind of the more technical issues there. Living abroad can be a very fun thing. Costa Rica is very popular. Thailand's a popular place. The Philippines. You've got Mexico is very, very popular as well. So it's a lot of places to go. But when you're doing the planning, the first thing is what countries aren't listed. The second thing is what's the cost of living over there. And the third thing is what do I need to keep in the United States territory to maintain certain benefits. Okay. Maybe you move to a country that has universal health care, but you want to maintain your Medicare benefits as well. And with Medicare, by the way, you may consider a supplemental plan or an advantage plan that may be geared towards those who live abroad because those plans vary greatly with certain benefits.
When you are receiving payments, do you get it in American dollars or is it that country's currency? Is there a conversion or do we know?
Yeah. I mean, usually I'd say keep your American bank. So your Social Security and other payments, if you have a pension, all of that, you keep it in American currency, stick it in the bank, and then use a credit card if you can. I have no affiliation with Chase, right? It's just what I have, ironically, but they don't have foreign transaction fees.
Oh, right, yes.
So, and then you could just pay a U.S. bank with a U.S. credit card and settle it up that way.
Right.
And then limit how much cash you have on hand for the other vendors and experiences that might not take a credit card.
Okay.
I mean, look at Argentina. And how their currency has rapidly changed over the years. So you want to diversify even with currency, but American currency, I can't say is always more stable. It's just less volatile than some of these other countries. So you want to at least keep some currency or some of your money in US dollars. That's my opinion. you could explore the Japanese, the yen, if you really wanted to hedge in different currencies. Going down a bit of a rabbit hole here.
That's what we do sometimes.
The British pound.
Yeah.
If you're concerned about currency and inflation with that currency, but I wouldn't lose too much sleep over it. I know there's a lot of politics right now. I know there's a lot of oversimplified claims. Oh, tariffs are going to destroy our currency. No, that's not actually how it works. You're listening to How to Retire on Time. That's all the time we've got for the show today. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing to it wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for How to Retire on Time. Discover if your portfolio is built to weather flat market cycles or if you're missing tax minimization opportunities that you may not even know exist. Explore strategies that may be able to help you lower your overall risk while potentially increasing your overall growth and lifestyle flexibility. This is not your ordinary financial analysis. Learn more about your wealth analysis and what it could do for you, regardless of your age, asset, or target retirement date. Go to www.yourwealthanalysis.com today to learn more and get started.